Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob.
Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself Sensomi. And if you're subscribed to the channel, I say thank you very much. And if you're not, I say please do, it would help me out a lot. Now, it's Thursday. We're going to start out with an FA Cup game here in the Manchester United side. And we're going to face Newcastle away. I think it's going to be a tough game, but let's see what kind of players we can use. Yeah, it feels like it has been a bit sluggish today. I hope it's not any sign of my computer giving up or something, but who knows. Let's see. Jude Bellingham in there. We want Andy Stockbridge back in the team. And how are we for Adeyemi? He can play. So let's put him in. And let's have Andy Woodall on the bench somewhere. Who do we take away? We'll take away Gozidovi at the moment. And we're just going to have to see what we can do. As Mbappe is injured, out for another 12 days. That wasn't good, to be honest. But yeah, let's see what we can work with here. Of course, Esteves is going to be back in the team. He's such a brilliant player. And, oh, look at this. The defense is getting quite tired. Let's bring back Lamtit for a starter. Barachile will play. Alphonso Davies should be back if he's not. There he is, and he's not injured. So let's bring him into the team. There we go. And Drew Warburton is more fresh than Zachary Bourget, so let's hope we can. Now the problem is, of course, I was thinking wrong there. We need to have Zachary Boucher, because if Alphonso Davies get injured, we can always move Lamptey over to the left, since he can play right and left, and then bring Boucher in on the right. But if Tariq Lamptey get injured and we have Drew Warburton on the bench, he can only play on the left, and Alphonso Davies can only play on the left. Well, they most likely can play on the right, but they would not be anywhere close to the player that they are. And then I still want Woodall in front of Paul Scholes, though. But Paul Scholes has higher star rating. Well, let's play Paul Scholes then. Maybe he has surpassed Anthony Woodall in current ability. Interesting in that case. And we are. I don't know. I want to find a good right defender, and I do believe in Zachary Bourget. I do believe he has the potential to be a superstar. Potential ability here, star rating there is also saying that to me, and then the things that's showing here. Determination a little low for my taste, but I'll deal with that. I think it's okay. So, what else can we do? Can we do something else, or is this the best team that we can bring together in the FA Cup? It feels like it is, actually. Let's see. I think we're going to rest a lot of players in the next game, because in the next game it's a league game against Wolves. We are 8 points ahead in the league, and we have the Champions League coming up against Inter directly after that game. So yeah, at least Karim Adeyemi is gonna get some rest in the and be out of the next game. So we're gonna have to play with Squirrels and Anthony Woodall in the next game, because or if I bring in some other striker, we don't know. We're just gonna have to see. But we're gonna do something in that game, that's for sure. And yeah, I think we're gonna be satisfied with this team. And I'm really hoping we can do something about Newcastle today. We want to go through in the FA Cup, of course. Are we sure? Yes. I have a bad feeling in my neck or whatever, in my back, that that we have forgotten something or someone. But yeah, it takes a long time here to warm up the match as well. The teams are warming up. Here we go. And show on to weaker foot. We can do that. And go to the dressing room. Now, one thing I should say is I always bring in too much players. I bring too many leagues and stuff into the game. So I do have a huge amount of players to go through when I search for young players every year. But yeah, that could be one of the problems I do have when it comes to, I have too large database, which means that it slows down the game. If I could afford it, I would buy a supercomputer to fix the problems. But I think, not knowing how things will work out with Football Manager 25, I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to sort of, what should I say, actually try to bring down the size of the database, not to have such a huge amount. I think I have somewhere around 350,000 players in my database, something like that. And yeah, it is weighing it down after a couple of seasons. I pretty much have the same in every though, and FM21 is still not struggling, even though we're into Florian Brits. Even though we're into season 12 there, I'm not having the problems that I have here in Football Manager 22. So yeah, it is very choppy. So I hope it's not the computer that is giving up or something. That would be a disaster, especially around this time where my financial situation is not in the best of ways. Most likely, if that computer gives up, even though I try to save a backup of my saves after I played, I think it will be hard for us for me to find a computer to continue to make these kind of videos, to be honest. So it might be some time, well, I might never come back if the computer gives up. And yeah, it will at least be some time before I can come back. So there will be a month where I can only post photos and stuff like that if that happens. So I'm hoping that won't happen. I'm hoping that my financial situation will improve and make... Oh, look at this! Oh, good save! Good save by De Gea. Whew. Now that is of course one of the dream scenarios for me. Is I'm not asking to become... Well, I wouldn't say no to it, but I'm not sort of dreaming, I could say. What should I say? I'm not in that, I feel that I'm not in the category that could have this as a job. I don't feel that I, at the moment, is making good enough videos for that. And I certainly don't have the time, since my full-time work, to try and make those special videos. But the dream is, first of all, is to get a chance to make as much money so that I can uphold the quality that I have now and maybe even improve it a bit. So making money from YouTube would be nice, and the thing that I sort of are aiming at is to get enough so that I can use that money to keep my gear up to date in order to play the games that I play and everything. So the amount of money it takes to renew my computer every 2, 3, 4 years, something like that, so that oh, thank you. We are not the better team today, which is a bit irritating. I'm going to demand more from my players. Oh, Squalls is there, but was he offside? Or was that defender? No, he was offside. I had my hopes on that defender that was the right defender from Newcastle that was up there with him. I was hoping he was further down, but he wasn't. But it was close. Very, very close. Diego Costas, their keeper. I found him, I should say. I found the talent of him. Oh, in real life. Oh, thank you, De Gea. In real life, just as I... we're going to have to change him off. Anna is going to come in. Just as he actually showed up, just as I had come so far into this game that I don't know if he's been in Newcastle all the time, but I know that he was brought up from that Portuguese club he was in, because I found out about him in real life and I checked him out in the game. But he had already left that, and yeah, because of that, he was not a choice I could try and get my whole hands on. Giving a thought about all the other things that I've done in this game, or maybe that's the problem, that Anel is playing for Newcastle. So he's playing against us now. That's not good. And there they go, scoring on us. We are not the better team today. Definitely not. Is there anything I can do? Let's bring in Garnacho. Let's bring in Anthony Woodall. And, yeah. This is horrible. We are not playing good today. I think I took out one of my best players, Florian Wirtz. Here's Woodall. Ah, oh, come on! You know what? We are going to... Oh, we really are high on these, aren't we? Let's bring them down a bit. This is not good. We don't want to go out of the FA Cup. Come on, United. What are we doing? Well, I said we would have problems after Bruno and Erling Haaland left us. It's a natural... It's 1-1. When did we score? All right, I thought it was 1-0 for Newcastle. I thought we were going out. Have I talked away a Manchester United goal? I'm so sorry if I've missed because I've talked too much. Oh, dang it. Adeyemi, well, I'm happy about that we have scored so that we are not out of the competition. I thought we were only scoring that offside goal from Paul Squirrels, but all right. Garnacho picking up the ball. Oh, come on. Fofana. We are not good today. Lamptey, Woodall. Ah, come on. Lamptey, Woodall, Bellingham, Estevez, Bellingham, Fofana. Come on, United. Bellingham, Stockbridge, Estevez. Oh, he's gotten down. Oh, come on. Oh, corner for us, though. Bellingham with the corner. Woodall is off there, but he's no chance against that defender. Stockbridge. Bellingham shoots. Oh, Costa saves it. So, yeah, we scored pretty early in the game. All right, all right. Sorry about that. Barachile, Stockbridge, Fofana, Bellingham, Fofana. Oh, that wasn't a good pass, Fofana. We're living dangerous right now, and I'm going to demand more from them. Stockbridge to Barachile, to Davis. Oh, come on. Barachile, Davis, Barachile, Stockbridge. Long ball to Estevez, and he shoots over. But he was offside before that, so... Come on. And what's a Davis doing? I'm going to have it. No, I can't shout at him because I've shouted at the entire team, of course. Oh, don't let this one in. It's near the end opportunity. Oof. But it's going to be a goal kick. All right, he shot his own player in the back then. Extra time is about to kick off, and let's go for this. And yeah, we can't do any more changes either, right? Yeah, we do have one more change to do, so I think we're going to take out, well, he's the least tired one. Let's take out Estevez. He's had a bad game, and Morgan Pierce will come in with some semi-fresh legs and see if that can help us. Come on! Oh, come on, Morgan Pierce. You really need to be our hero now. Can we do more changes? No, it's... Well, we have done all of them. Garnacho. Come on. Garnacho, Stockbridge. Long ball out to Lamptey. Come on. Lamptey. He gets it in there. Oh, come on. Woodall, good one. Morgan Pierce with his fresh legs. He gets two opportunities in. He gets a corner out of it, but that's all. Come on. We still want to win trophies, don't we? Even though we are without... Let's prove that we don't need Erling Haaland and... what's his name? Bruno Fernandes. We don't need them to win trophies. Come on. Yeah, I know we won the Carabao Cup, but... if it was any competition that I would accept us not winning, it would be the Carabao Cup. All the others are, of course, very important. It's just the way it is. And, yeah, we are tired. I wonder how tired the Newcastle players are. Well, they are tired, but they have quite a few players that are a lot less tired than we are. That was some dangerous play at the back. Come on. Come on. Oh, this isn't good. F it. I'm getting mad here. I don't know what to say. We're going to go out of the FA Cup. Yeah. Newcastle beats us. Maybe we would have needed to, whatchamacallit, have... We're going to have to put this up again, don't we? And go all the way there. Is there anything else we... Why haven't I changed this yet? Oh. Come on. Let's go with this. Oh, maybe full tempo as well. Corner for us. Morgan Pierce with a corner. Nope. It's just not our day today, it seems. We have been crappy today. We applied... Let's look at this. I think he was offside. Yeah. Might have been. It's always offsides in those situations. Yeah, disallowed. Every single time. Dang it. Yeah. Half the team was offside from us. So we're going to lose this game. I'm pretty sure of it. Here they come. The time is up. And they are going to get... They are going to beat us. It's been horrible. We're out of the FA Cup. Well, I do say that I always regard the league to be the most important title, of course. But, yeah. Is that Diallo? Is that our old player as well, Ahmad? Well, I don't think he was any good, to be honest, in... Let's see here. No, that's the striker Diallo. All right, and that's not our old... No, Ahmad Diallo. Yeah, it is our old player. Yes, it is our old player that we've sold to Newcastle, ending our FA Cup. We sold him for... No, we didn't sell him for that much. We sold him for exchange. I think it was to get Erling Haaland. We gave them... Okay. So, yeah, he's back. And, yeah. All right. It was a sad day going out of the FA Cup in the quarterfinals. Not happy with that. Anyway, we have our game against Wolves coming up, and I guess I'll just see you there. And so we're here, second game of this episode, Wolves at home. I've pre-looked at the type of players, and I've put together a team. If they are fit enough that will be playing, it looks like they are. So this is the team. I need to put in a lot of bench players, of course, but as the first team, these are the players. And that's because I want to rest my star players for them to be able to play in the Champions League game against Inter, because I don't want to go out of the Champions League as well. But let's see, who do we put on the bench? We want somebody that can play right and left. Yeah, and this happened. Alphonso Davies out on the international duty, got injured, and he's out for another 3 weeks. Not good. But, yeah, we're just going to have to take it. So I'll go through the team before we let it out. I'm just going to pick the bench players, and I think we're going to be throwing in a couple of central midfielders here, like that, and then perhaps Thiago and Florian Ritz, and then a striker. We're gonna go for, I think we're gonna go for Woodall. We're gonna rest both. Well, we're gonna rest Adeyemi, and Kylian Mbappe is back from his fitness, but should only be playing for 45 minutes, so he's going to be rested as well. So let's go for Anthony Woodall. Yeah, and now the players. In the first team that I picked, I'm going with Adam Ferguson in goal. Then we have Zakaria Bouget, and then we have from the under 18, I think. He's 18. I think he is in the under 18. Mike Cole, a very promising young lad, a central defender, and he needs to get some games in order to develop, of course. We have Samuel Smith, who, if you follow the channel, know that he came in the January window as a young promising player that we hope to develop in this club. I mean, look at the potential in this one as well. So, yeah, I'm very happy finding these players. Then we have Joseph Webb. We know he has some high potential, but it might be time to let him go, actually, because he doesn't develop in the way that I would have loved. His current star rating is not sort of going up in the way that I hoped for. Then we have Morgan Pearce. We all know about this one. And I think he's not going to be sold. Not at the moment, though. Might be later on, because we do have Thiago Esteves that he competes with. And those two, we know that Esteves is the better player. But Morgan Pearce is a good one to rotate Esteves with. So I'm not going to be complaining right now. But if there will be too much complaining for Morgan Pearce not getting enough games, he's the one that's going to leave, because Esteves is, of course, somebody that I regard a lot higher, a lot better, and he's only 19, while Morgan Pearce is 21. I had loads of hope for this player. I believe that this was the new Ryan Giggs, only that he played on the right instead of the left, thinking about his dribbling, his flair, and his potential star rating and everything. I was hoping, oh, we have a new Ryan Giggs here. But he never blossomed out like that, unfortunately. Thiago Esteves is looking like he's blooming out to become one of those key players for us in the future. So, but this is the play time. Let's go through. Yeah, let's continue. Gosi Dovi, another one of those very promising player, 21. So, yeah, and I don't want to get rid of him unless I make money of him, and that's a lot of money I paid for him. I think it was somewhere around 100 million. So we need to hope that he can develop so that we at least can get more money out of him. I don't know if I want to sell him or if I want to continue to put effort into his development, but he hasn't developed as good and quickly as I was hoping for. Another one with a lot of it is Patrick Favre, who's going to be playing in the central midfield role today. It's not a role that he's comfortable in, as I can see. He's more comfortable to the left or playing as an attacking midfielder, but he can play in that central, which is shown here with 2 stars. So then we have Garnacho. You all know about Garnacho, of course. Paul Squirrels. If you follow the channel, you know who Paul Squirrels is. And Verbruggen, the young, promising. He's 20 now, so might be too late for him to reach his potential. Well, we're just going to have to see what we can do. We're going to try to get him into games more and more and see if he can reach that potential in some way. Maybe lend him out next season and see if he will develop in another team. So this is the team that's going to face off against Wolves today. It will be tough for us, and I'm expecting a loss today, honestly. but that is because I want to have as fresh legs on my superstars or my star players as possible when we go out against Inter in the Champions League in the midweek game. So if we can get a good result, I think we're going to face off against Inter on away turf first. So if we can start with a good result in Italy, hopefully we can seal the deal on home turf later on. And we might even give, if a good result shows up away against Inter, maybe we'll put a youth player or two in to try and give them some experience. But we don't know, because we really need to go through in the Champions League. I'm still feeling so sad and irritated about losing against Newcastle in the FA Cup quarter-final. But it's football. It's the way it is. It's not always... you should not expect to always get your way, even if you have a really good team built up here. And it was part of the thing that I was afraid of, because I feel we might have, when everybody's free from injury, when everybody's what should I say, when there's no suspension in the club and stuff like that, I feel that the starting 11 is almost as good as it's been. Where I've become a lot weaker is, of course, in the broadness of the squad, where we cannot sort of do a rotating system. Oh, thank you. We cannot do a rotating system without getting into trouble, because we don't have the broad squad. There's too many of the players coming in now that are, oh, look at this, that are not developed enough, and we need to play them for them to get developed. And yeah, it's a hard one to get right, but yeah, that's the way it is. And yeah, for some reason I feel that maybe I should just but I don't have the time. If it would be different if I were to, let's say, do this for a living, then I think I would start to take control of the entire, especially here in Manchester United, where it is so important that these players get developed. So my view on it would be that I would try to actually take care of all the three teams, and play all three teams. That is, I mean, the first team, the under-23 and the under-18 team, and control every game so that I get as many of those players to get used. Oh, look at that! Verbruggen, 1-0! But they're appealing for offside. But it would have been good, because I wouldn't know. I would be able to sort of try and get should I say, I will probably use pen and paper and try to find a way to rotate so that as many players as possible of these promising players would get the opportunity to play games every week, and try to look more ahead. Will I be playing him this weekend? No, I won't. Then maybe he should be playing. Oh, sorry. Maybe he should be playing in the under-23 or in the under-18, because I'm not going to have use for him in the first team. But also then have the way to sort of get this control that, yeah, well, he's out, so I'm going to need him to play. So I better not allow him to play for the under-18. I better keep him off the squad. or well, things like that. And of course I would also most likely have a huge under 18 base. I would most likely sign every single player coming up every year, and then after when the next one comes, everybody that I'm not pleased with, I would sack. I would get rid of all the players that has been there for a year, but I feel that definitely doesn't get into the United standards. And the way I would use those players that I don't feel have enough, what should I say, enough talent, enough potential abilities, I would just use them to get to play whenever, let's say Garnacho was 17, and he would of course be the first choice in the under 18. But then, I need to play Garnacho in the first team because my let's say Morgan Pierce or Thiago is injured or something like that. So I need to use him in the first team. Then I will put in those players that I kick after one season, and then I will sign new players. But maybe I won't I wouldn't sign every single. If I get, let's say I have a first 11 of players with very high potential, I then would, of course, try to find... Oh! Matthew Verbruggen again! I would then, of course, try to sign one or two in that specific position. So let's say Drew Warburton, for 17. And I would, of course, need to have maybe two, because Warburton needs to play in the first team, and then the second choice is injured, and then I would need another one. But I would also try to get these youth players to be more versatile. So if I find a player that can play both left and right, maybe I'll sign one that only can play on the right, one that only can play on the left, and then that player that can play both right and left. So then I don't need two on each position in the youth team like that. I think that would be the way I would handle the under 18 team. I would get a longer time to figure out if they're any good as well, not just have a look at them before the season starts. And of course, if they don't have a lot of potential, for a club like Manchester United, they don't cost anything. I think that the cheap one costs is it £5 or is it £150? Well, it's peanuts for a club like Manchester United. Now, taking Welling United, well, at the moment that we are going there, for Welling United it would be peanut money as well. So I'm actually considering doing that in the save that I have with Welling coming up. So, but Telford would be a different thing. They're the players, even if they cost £5, would be something that could be expensive for that club, of course. But yeah, to do that I would need a lot more time. I feel that I'm having a hard time finding the time to record the videos that I do have, so to speak. Or do the videos that I do need in order for us to move on here. Half time, 2-0 against Wolves here. I was expecting a loss today, and yeah, it's looking really good at the moment. Let's hope that this can continue, so that Wolves don't get back into the game. But the thing is, will these players start complaining that they should be playing because, well, we beat Wolves, why won't we get to play against Inter? Oh, maybe because you're not there yet. Oh, there's Garnacho. Garnacho, can he score? Oh no, he went way off there. Bouchet, Dovey, Favre, back to Dovey, back to Favre, to Schmidt, Samuel Smith, Joseph Webb, Favre, Garnacho, Webb, Garnacho again, gets it to Verbruggen. Oh! But many of my players have played really well. Morgan Pierce, oh, gets a corner out of that though. So yeah, if I had the time, if this was my full-time work, those are some of the small things that I would probably do. I would put in more time into the rest of the team, and which I believe would help me develop a lot of these young promising players that are in the team. But I also feel that if I fill out the team in that way, the under 18 manager that is hired would not use it in that way. He would be playing what he believes is the best players and stuff like that, and I don't think that it would be useful unless I can actually control the under 18 as well. And yeah, it would be my one of the bigger plans, I would say, if I would have this. Oh, Paul Squirrels, 3-0. If this were my full-time work, I would put that time into this. I'm not saying that I would put those games into the videos, but I will most likely be talking about them and showing not the games, but showing the results at that summary at the end of the video. I would bring in the under 18 and the under 23 things that has happened and stuff like that. Definitely. But I think it would help me in the development of the players. But I think, because I think that many of these players, like Garnacho, he hardly played in the under 23 in the start, and that has crushed his development, and that's why he's not a first team player for us. Well, that and the fact that we got our hands on Kylian Mbappe, of course. He was an important player for us as well. Bouchet, Pierce, and Garnacho was there with a header. 3-0. Imagine I was of the belief that we were going to lose today. Here's Pierce. Squirrels. Back to Pierce, to Favre. Ooh. Another good chance. Now, if I've had this as a full-time work, there is another one that I have, another plan that I've had, but it's not something that I want to discuss because I don't want that plan to be stolen just in case if I ever get there. I don't believe I'll ever get there, so I guess it's a plan that will disappear, that nobody will ever start, but I felt it could be a great series, but yeah, I don't know. But it's definitely something that I would consider trying to create if I'll ever have enough subscribers to start doing this for a living instead of the full-time work that I have. Oh, look at this. Come on. Now, I know I'm getting up there in age, so I'm not I mean, I'm not around the corner for a retirement, but I'm not that far away. So, of course, getting to a position where I could get some extra income would be a sort of a retirement plan as well. So I'm not going to, at the moment, give up this, even if it feels hard, because it is going slow with support. I've been keeping up with these videos for quite some time now. I think it's 6 or 7 years, and I have 107 subscribers. Now, reaching 100, I could say something happened there. I did get a couple of subscribers pretty quick. Oh, come on. After that, and I'm very happy for it, but I don't know if it is because I might be showing up in people's homepage when they start their YouTube. Maybe I'm recommended by YouTube for some reason. Maybe because I've gotten the number of subscribers that I have. I do know that when people like and comment on it, they say that that helps me to show up on other people's screen, so to speak. That the algorithm do sort of recommend my channel a lot more, the more likes and comments and stuff like that that is on the videos. So I'm always grateful for the people that like and comment on my videos, and of course I'm extremely grateful for everyone that subscribe, even if you almost never watch my videos. I am very happy that you are subscribing to my channel, but it does look like people actually are viewing my videos quite a bit, because even though I only have 107 subscribers at the moment of recording here, I do have over 1,000 hours of watch time, so I don't feel like it's going to be a problem in that sense. I mean, it would be almost 900 more subscribers, and and I have already got a quarter of the amount of hours that I need in a year. So I do believe that if I could get those 900 subscribers, I wouldn't have a problem getting to that 4,000 hour a year, in a year I should say, viewings, to reach the goal that I have as my very first major goal for this channel. I know it's going to be hard. I'm not saying that I'll ever reach it. Maybe I've already peaked with my 107 subscribers. I don't know. Maybe it will go the other direction. But yeah, it's a dream, of course, to have as many subscribers as possible, and to reach that goal. And I have already let that out. I still don't know. I know when I reach, or if I should say instead, because as I've said, I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I only have 107. So even if it's been a couple of, in the last month, I think I've had somebody somewhere around 11 people joining, subscribing. So maybe it is showing up in a lot more people's flow. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I've already decided that if I'll ever reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a Saturday surprise where I actually drink some alcohol while I play a game. I haven't, of course, I haven't, or I should say, I don't know what game it will be. It might be a completely new game. It might be one of the games that I do play, which is City Skylines and Football Manager. But it might also be a Saturday Surprise type of game, a game that newly came out or something when that happened. It might be in a year, it might be in 10 years, I don't know. But yeah, the plan is to, if I ever reach 1,000 subscribers, is to try to get a bit wheezy when I play. Is that a word, wheezy? Because I don't really want to say drunk, because I don't think that's the right word. But yeah, it will be to drink some alcohol and see what happens. Anyway, we won this game. I'm sorry for speaking a lot of other things than about the game that we played. I'm very impressed about all the young lads playing this good, and it gives me a bit of a headache, but I do not believe that these players are good enough to beat Inter, that's for sure. So we're going to clear the team and start over now at the when we face off against Inter. So I guess I'll just see you there. And so we're here, the big night. Champions League away against Inter. Let's get into who we can choose to play today. It's going to be a tough game, and yeah, frankly, I don't know if we are good enough to win. The loss against Newcastle in the FA Cup has sort of put some trolls in my brain if we're good enough or not to be able to win these kind of games, and starting to make me miss Bruno Fernandes, but especially Erling Haaland, of course, even though it financially wasn't possible to continue that way. We still haven't fixed the economy. We are still losing way too much money. So I need to find a way to get that done as well. So we need to try to find a way to sell out some players. I do have a couple of players in mind, of course, but yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to do that in the summer to try and get rid of a couple of players, trying to find a way to get some money for them as well, of course. Let's see, Adam Ferguson on the bench, and then I want Barachile on the bench, and then we want somebody that can play right or left or both. At least we go with Ben Carroll, and then we're gonna have, I'm gonna go with Alfie Devine there. We're gonna go with Garnacho, so we have a left and right, and then we'll go with Rainman is out. Oh, that's not good. So let's go with Anthony Woodall, and we'll actually go with Verbruggen. He made a good game for himself now the last time here against Wolves, scoring twice. So yeah, so this is the team that I hope will be able to beat Inter in Italy. Looking at the star rating here, we do have a weakness with Drew Warburton, but I'm hoping that he's good enough to play this game anyway. So yeah, let's just get into it. It is a Champions League night. Mbappe and Drew Warburton is lacking in fitness. It did say that Kylian Mbappe shouldn't be playing the entire game because he's got some fitness issues coming back from injury. So yeah, that will of course be a bit of a scarcity one. I'm gonna pump my fist, and yeah, I want to be impressed today. Go out there. Ooh, only 3 players got motivated off that. And they play quite defensive. Oh, and we have a former player, Van de Beek, that usually gives me a lot of problems. Anel and Ahmad Diallo in the game against Newcastle gave us a lot of problems. Made us lose, among other things. Mbappe, Florian Wirtz, Warburton, Stockbridge, Fritz, Warburton. We have started quite well here, but it's only been seconds in here. But we are... Oh, we were about to create an opportunity, but then they took the ball. And it looked kind of good the first couple of seconds. Mbappe here. Looked like we are in control of the ball, and but we need to score, and we need to keep a clean sheet, hopefully. We at least need to score more goals than Inter in this game. We can see Real Madrid and Chelsea are facing off each other against each other in the other Champions League game today. It will be interesting to see if Erling Haaland will score today. I don't know if he's free from injury and stuff like that, so I don't know if he even plays today, but I'm guessing he is. And yeah, that's another thing that's going to be complicated if we manage to go as far as we will face off against Real Madrid. Will we have a good enough defense to take care of Erling Haaland? I don't know. Bellingham out to Warburton, to Florian. Here comes Florian. Can he get the ball in? He gets it back to Warburton, who gets it into Esteves. Oh! Well, 25 minutes in, and we pretty much dominated the game, or controlled the game, I should say. We're not saying dominated, because we haven't created a lot of chances. But we have owned the ball. But here's Adeyemi! Cool. Was he offside or what? It's going to be VAR checked. So let's wait with our celebration until we know that it's a goal or not. It looks like he was offside in that situation. Let's have a freeze picture on that one then. Here we go. Mbappe. No. I don't think he is offside. It was a goal. Yes. Well, they don't need Haaland to score. Valverde has scored twice for Real Madrid, so they're 2-0 up in their game. Oh, dang it. Inter managed to equalize. I forgot to yell for them to focus after the goal. We always get weak after the goals we let in. We score. I'm going to tell them to focus now. Oh, crap. They hadn't have one single highlight before they got that goal scored. So, yeah, Esteves, let's hope he's not injured here, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty for us. Can Mbappe convert that into a goal in that case? It is a penalty. Come on, Mbappe. I'd gladly pay you, though, that money from the club. Oh, come on! That's not good. That's not good at all. We needed that goal. Another corner for Inter. Headed away this time. Pellegrini. Moving up with the ball here. Can he get it in? He gets it into Van de Beek. Van de Beek gets it back to him, and... Ooh. They're playing good there at the moment. And... yeah, they have 2 injuries that they have to play with. Hopefully that will help us a bit, but I don't see it at the moment. But we need to play better. Looking at the average rating, at least. Onana, look at that. The real United keeper, or the one that is playing in Manchester United at the moment. Come on. De Gea. Out to Verbruggen. No, not Verbruggen. Warburton. Stockbridge. Warburton again. Florian. Warburton. Which really could have used Alphonso Davies here today as well, of course. Even though Warburton hasn't been totally crap. Warburton. Florian. Ah, come on. That was a bad pass, Florian. You got to admit that. De Ligt taking it down. That's good. Bellingham. Estevez. Good ball to Mbappe, who puts it in. 2-1 for Manchester United, away against Inter. Are we back or what? We're just going to have to wait and see, because there is an entire half left to play, of course. And, yeah. The thing is, I really should be taking Mbappe out of the game now. I don't want him to get injured, and but will that cost us the game? I think I'm going to let him play for a little while. So let's get into the dressing room, and let's go for, yeah, definitely another gear in my large. It's what I believe. Let's see what happens here now. It is a bit worrying, but yeah, of course we are looking for a good result here in Italy, and hopefully we can bring it home in the replay game at home later on in the next episode. That will be. But Van der Beek has left. Verratti coming in for Inter there. It doesn't look like they have somebody to put in for the other injured players that they have, but here they have a good chance. We were lucky there that the only players that were in the penalty area on that rebound was United players. I think it's time for Mbappe to leave. Sorry about it, Mbappe, but yeah, as you know, he's just come back from an injury, and I don't want him to end up getting a new one. Here's Estevez. Oh, they are laying quite tight on Estevez. Woodall, Bellingham, Florian out here. Back to Warburton. Warburton with a good crossing to Estevez, but he was offside. And it still was a little too deep for him to handle. Well, Chelsea has pulled one back against Real Madrid. Fofana, Stockbridge, Estevez, De Ligt, Bellingham, Stockbridge, Fofana, Bellingham, Estevez gets it in there, and Adeyemi should not be missing an opportunity like that. Oh, that gave me a headache. That wasn't good. We're not supposed to be missing out on opportunities like that. Holy smokes, we needed that goal. And yeah, we need to do something. Estevez is really tired, so let's bring in Garnacho there. And Adeyemi is tired, so let's give... No, I think we're going to take out Stockbridge, actually, and put in Alpha Divine to get the opportunity on the midfield. Woodall finding Florian. Florian gets it back to Stockbridge, to Bellingham. Bellingham shoots! Ooh, good shot, but yeah, too high. So 2 changes here now. We've done all the 3 changes that we are allowed to do, I guess. So now we're just going to have to wait and see if we can control this game and get the win here. I don't believe that we can create another chance, but I would be happy if we could at least don't allow them to equalize here. That would be great. Good tackle by Bellingham. Another good tackle by Bellingham on the same player. Adeyemi, was he offside? Yes, he was. That's unfortunate, but yeah, no, not much to do about that. We can't do anything about that now. Let's... Oh, this is not looking good. And they equalize. In the dying seconds, they managed to equalize. It's a VAR check, and the goal is awarded. It's 2-2. We might be going out against Inter. And I am actually wondering, are we good enough to be able to fight the fight in order to... even if we should manage to beat out Inter, are we good enough to be able to win this competition? I'm having a hard time believing that. I think we are missing Erling Haaland way too much. And getting 2-2 here was a bit sad, I must say. But let's move on, I guess, and end this episode with our summary. Yes, we should have won that game. We created a lot of chances, and Adeyemi's opportunity to make it 3-1 there. Oh, that's too bad. So 2-2. Well, a 2-2 is better than Chelsea's 2-1, I guess, or 1-2. So yeah. Let's go through this. Champions League, Super Sub, Rescue Inter, Mbappe to continue penalty duty. Yeah, I'm going to let him continue. Adeyemi and Bellingham are tired, so that they're going to miss the next game. And I'm pretty sure, since we did beat Wolves, we should have the same points average that we, or advantage that we had before the Wolves game. So I think it's going to be pretty much the same team that we used against Wolves that's going to get to play in the next league game, so that we have rested player for the return game against Inter. So let's go through this. I don't think there's much to see down here. Let's go to Dev Center, and yeah, not much to see there either. But the finances, look at this, £135 million in debt, and yeah, that's not good, not good at all. And I need to stop looking to buy new players, to be honest. I need to try to get rid of and try to get as much money as possible for as many of the players that I feel doesn't really look like they're going to get there. And we all know a couple of those players, like Joseph Webb and so on. But yeah, I need to really take a wonder which players to keep, which players to leave, which players I want to try and sell, that is, because this is not working. We can't end up losing money like this every year. And yeah, not much to see here. We did have a sort of demands for the FA Cup as well. I think it was to reach the final, so we failed with that, which is of course not good. And yeah, looking here, I do not know what to say. League history, you can see here we won 4 years in a row, so we want a 5th title, of course. But yeah, it is not easy, of course. Let's go into competition. We are top of the table here, 8 points ahead of Liverpool. There's 7 games left to play, so we should be winning the league. We shouldn't be losing enough games to let Liverpool surpass us. We have 2-2 in our first game against Inter. we're going to play another home game, or we're going to play a home game in that sense as well. And well, there is a couple of teams left to play there. We won the Super Cup. We are out of the FA Cup in the quarterfinal, which is horrible to even think about. We won the Carabao Cup and we lost the Community Shield. So not a successful season this year, even though this is the main trophy that I want. When we don't win this, I will be sad. This is the second most important. Then we have the FA Cup, and then for me personally it's the Carabao Cup, and then it's the Super Cup, and then Community Shield, the least important. But yeah, that's my rank of the competitions. I never rank Champions League over Premier League. They can give me plenty of reasons not to have Premier League as the top priority. I will always have the Premier League as a top priority every single season. Let's see what kind of games we're going to play next week. We're going to start out against Southampton away, which I said I will try to use the same team as did win over Wolves. And then we're going to go back into facing Inter, the home game against Inter, and try to go through to the semi-finals. And then we have Fulham at home in the league. And yeah, we're not facing Liverpool any more times, unless we go to the Champions League somewhere and get to face each other. I don't know if they're still in Champions League. No, they're out. It's up to us and Chelsea to defend the English honor in the Champions League. Barcelona, Real Madrid from Spain, and we have Inter is the last Italian club. We have Leipzig and Bayern for Germany, and we have Paris Saint-Germain from France. So an interesting end to that competition. Medical center, current injuries. We have Alphonso Davies out for another 3 weeks, which is a bit concern, of course, because he is, without a doubt, the best left defender we have in the club. And yeah, it's a problem when he's off, of course. I think we're going to go in here in tactics, and I'm going to do quick pick, clear entire team, and I will be doing this off camera. I will pick all the players that will, because I need to put them into the team so that they don't play an under 18 or under 23 game. Well, they need to be inside at least the 12, the team, or the 12 substitutes. Then they won't be playing in the under 18 or under 23. So yeah, I don't know if there's any changes here. De Gea, Mbappe, Bellingham. So I guess it's the same. That's the captain, De Ligt. That's the vice captain. Yeah. So yeah, we do have something to look forward to here now. And as I've said, I was expecting us to do a lot worse than we've done actually this season. I'm glad that we are still in the Champions League. We are looking like we are going to win the Premier League. I'm not going to say that we are going to win the Premier League, but 8 points and 7 games left to play. I think that's a kind of a big lead to lose. But we are going to face Southampton with a very substandard team, just like we did against Wolves. So, yeah, there could be an upset there. We don't know. And, yeah, so we are not as bad as I expected us to be, losing Bruno Fernandes and Erling Haaland. But I do fear, of course, if we get to face off against Real Madrid, will we stand a chance against them? I mean, yeah, it's just the way it is. But you know what? I think we're going to do this as well. Can we see? Did Erling Haaland play? He played, so no problems with him. Let's go into this team here. And didn't Luke Shaw sign for them as well? Is he still here? No, but Diogo Dalot signed for them. All right. I thought that they bought, or was that Barcelona that got their hands on Luke Shaw? Let's go into La Liga and into Barcelona and players, senior club, and have a look. Yeah, Luke Shaw, there he is. There he is. 31 years of age now. They had Paul Pogba as well. All right. Did we sell him to Barcelona, or has that happened? Yeah, no, we sold him for £28.5 million. That's all. Well, that was a big loss of money. Oh well, let's say and he left United on a free transfer and we paid 90 million for him. That was so stupid. In real life, that is. He was good in the game, so yeah, I didn't like him at the end of it because I felt we got better, but he did play quite good for us the 2 seasons that I managed him anyway. Anyway, I think we are done here. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, leave a little comment down below, share with your friends. Stay safe out there, have heaps of fun, and I'll just end with bye 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 bye.
Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob. Loading screen feels like eternity's grasp. Spawning in with hope and newbies gasp. Teammates groan when they see my name, but I'll press start again, not feeling any shame. Gaming like a noob, I'll fumble through the fight. Pixels dance around me in the glowing light. Respawn, rinse, repeat, I'm feeling right. In this digital world, I'll game all night.